Okay. Please something else. Check. Okay. Wow. And we are back.
Oh,
What's
I
up?
have something interesting that I didn't show you.
Why does my cat squeeze
Into
a box?
boxes.
Into boxes?
Yes.
Okay.
And 40 other curious feline behaviors. Sorry. And over. There's like so many.
Whoa.
There's like interesting topics that you can learn, like why do they do headbutting, or
Yeah.
like why do they eat grass, or why do they scratch the furniture, chasing dots of light. So
Oh my god.
yeah, you can take this, learn all that you need to learn about this little guy here,
Yo, Tiggy.
right, Tiggy? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this was my biggest find at the thrift
Yeah.
store.
What,
Like,
you
does
had-
relationship actually change you?
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Which it does. Like,
Yeah, it does. But in what spectrum?
yeah, exactly.
Where in the spectrum does it change you?
I
That's the
think,
question.
yeah, it's got like different levels, right? One is like, okay, you might have spent like 100% of your time with your friends before,
Yeah.
but now your time is split.
Yeah, which is fine.
Which is fine, completely fine, because
Yeah.
at least when you meet your friends, you're still the same person, right?
Yeah.
And the second relationship is like completely cut off. Like, yeah, I'm gone. I'm gonna be with my better half from now on,
Yeah.
and probably just meet you on your wedding day if you invite me.
Oh yeah.
That kind of relationship,
Got it.
right? And the third one is the one who flips and flops.
Oh, the flippy
Yeah, he's your friend. He's your best friend. Like the way he was right in front of you,
Yeah.
but he's a completely different personality or different person when the girlfriend's around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or either or.
Either or,
it
of
could
course,
be
yeah.
the other one. Yeah.
And then there's the fourth kind who just brings the boyfriend or the girlfriend with them with the group and like, hey, now this is your friend group too.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah. It's just like you feel like your friend never got a boyfriend. We just got a new
Correct.
friend. in
Yeah,
the group.
exactly. Yeah. That's it.
Yes.
It's just a product replacement.
A product, yeah, an extension of the product line, moreover. Yeah, so those are like probably the 4 according to me
Hmm.
behaviors when you get into a relationship, right? What do you think? What have you observed from your friends' behaviors that can give you an example of it?
I would say that yes, it is true that they do change, but it's hard to say if it's for the better or not, depending on the person that they're
Yeah.
with, right?
Hmm.
And I've seen
Yeah.
like happen in a negative way, and they got out of it, and then they met someone else, and then turned around to a positive. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like you just have to kind of take, just it's gonna happen. Like things will change over time, and yeah, like you just got to come to the realization that, like, of course, everyone's not going to stay 100% true to what you thought they were.
Yeah. Which is, I would say it's completely impossible to be 100%.
Yeah.
But like when you see 50% of change, like then it's worrisome. Like what's exactly happening, right? Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 That's true.
20% change is normal. You expect that when somebody
Yeah.
gets into a relationship. Like
Yeah.
Like yeah, like that's the thing. You have to come to a compromise. Like I'm sure, like if I was 100% dedicated towards like your friend, or like say an old friend of mine or whatever, and then say you come into the picture,
Hmm.
yeah, that's just a realization of being in a relationship.
Mhm.
Is you're now prioritizing multiple things at the same time.
right,
Hmm.
Your focus is elsewhere.
Yeah.
right.
You got to adapt.
Yeah. How were your past relationships?
They're pretty interesting.
Right?
Yeah. They're very interesting even for me. Like looking back. But they were interesting in their own way, kind of thing.
Yeah, like your
Yeah.
cousin said, all of them were crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's actually met every single one of them.
Wow.
From the
Wow.
time I was 17. He's met like The first.
He must be happy that you're like finally found a
Figured
normal
out.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the food is here.
Nice.
No, I don't think so. That's Joshua's car.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, no.
Oh,
It's not here.
Thought I heard something.
We're not used to seeing another car behind us, so.
Oh my god. Yeah. So that.
When is it even coming though?
Yeah. God
Should be
knows.
soon.
No, he's almost here. I thought he decided not to deliver probably because of one reason.
But yeah, that's life.
But yeah, like you knew that what you wanted and
Hmm.
anybody could have picked up on that cue. Like
Yeah.
that's super simple. Like you never go head straight into a relationship thinking that yes, this is the
Yeah.
one and I'm getting married and that's it.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that shouldn't be your intention to get into a relationship
Oh, no,
in the
no.
first place because you're exploring.
Yeah.
You don't really know the person. So
No, I'm saying like during the relationship also, like even if I was in a relationship with 1 year with that person, so that 1 year, like I will not treat that person like a 50%, right?
Mhm.
You put 100%. So maybe that 100% triggered this thing, that expectation that okay, maybe.
no, I think that
you know?
person did go into the whole relationship with that notion.
Okay. Yeah. That's good then. Yeah.
A small town
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But then
But that,
that's
even
nothing.
then, that doesn't happen. Even like big town girls do the same.
Yeah.
There's no difference in that.
I
yeah.
mean, I don't know. But yeah, whatever. It's pretty fun. It's interesting. Indian girls, very different dating style. Yeah.
I
Then
wouldn't put myself in the category though.
Well,
You took time
Yeah.
off from all that
Yeah.
dating scene, yeah.
that was nice.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta stop dating.
Yeah,
Like-
completely.
Yeah, because otherwise you keep attracting the same kind of people.
Exactly, yeah.
What are your thoughts about exes?
I agree that it was a learning process. Like, I can go that far. But yeah, like even when I was younger, I guess that was kind of like the thing is like the expectation, like you were saying,
Yeah.
of like what the relationship is, and that's the thing. Like none of the ones that I've dated, I don't think have ever been on the same page, and
Oh.
it was one of those things of where I started to think that like, oh shit, like I don't think anything is gonna change. And it's like, why do I even bother? And I got so fed up with it.
Yeah.
But then again, I was also looking for kind of the opposite. I was looking for more
Yeah.
because I was like, I don't want to do this whole like every weekend something different. Or
Oh, got
I
it.
want something more
Yeah.
concrete. And just like no matter what, it didn't work. And then I met you.
Yeah.
I hope the wavelength matched here.
Oh.
It's been 3 years, and if it doesn't, then it's weird.
And that's another thing too that I thought was interesting. It's like, I don't know, is it like the fact that like all the previous ones I've dated have all been like from here, Western
Influence.
influence and all,
Mm.
and it's like they all seem to kind of like want a different thing, like
Ah.
not as much commitment and everything
Yeah.
into it, right? And then that's when like I met her, and it's just like, oh, okay, like she seems to be on the same page as like what I'm looking for, and like, but like all that, and it's just, and I started kind of thinking, it's like, is it just like a Western perspective? Like, is it
Oh,
difference
interesting.
in like just the way they are now,
Yeah.
or like, yeah, I couldn't figure it out, but it's just like, yeah,
Nice.
there seems to be a difference, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, what's the difference though?
I don't
Nice
know.
question. I want to know.
Not as much bullshit. Nowhere is
No way.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Much more like
it
she
sounded
knows.
like it's
It's
a new thing.
the best way to explain it is like she knows what she wants.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But
there are very
it's-
rare Indian girls like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I
Yeah.
was going to say. I'm like,
Yeah.
probably rare in that
Yeah.
condition.
So,
Yeah.
and yeah, like it was just one of those things where here it's like, yeah, there was no commitment, there was no like honesty, there was nothing of that,
Yeah.
and it just started to feel like, okay, this is just repeating. Like, okay, is this happening more and more, not just just a one-off case?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I started to get like, pff, what's the point even looking at this? Like, it's gonna be the same thing over and over again.
That it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thought.
But that's the thing, like, if you. I can't really say about other girls. Like, I don't really know those many girls, but speaking of myself, like, from my past, like, I'll agree, I was, like, one of those girls, but I feel like it just doesn't go by that. I think an Indian boy and an Indian girl is just, like, too similar in that bullshit connection
Yeah,
that it just doesn't work.
yeah.
It just doesn't work. You
Some
need.
people tend to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people do, but I don't know, like, all my relationships, like, they're super possessive, and then that kind
Oh
of
yeah, that's
that
a
kind of
very
changes
interesting
you
thing.
too. Like, you become so like, you need revenge kind of person.
Yeah.
Like, you just want to get out and go get revenge if somebody says
Mm.
something. So if your boyfriend, for example, for me, if my boyfriend was saying, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do this," like, how dare you say that to me? But like,
Mm.
you, and then you follow through with it, and then you're like, well, if he did this to me, I'm going to do the same thing with him.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like, you can't hang out with these
Yeah,
people.
dude,
So it's like a
actually.
back and forth thing, and it's toxic as hell, because you know that you are not that kind of person who's going to tell somebody not to talk to someone, but you're doing it out of spite. People are so okay with having such toxic relationships.
Yeah,
and
they're fine
they
with
end up they end up getting married and everything. They have
Yeah.
kids. But for me, just being in that kind of a notion for like some time, it just like
Yeah.
starts getting to you, right? Like,
yeah.
what the hell is happening? Like, this is not you, it's just depressing you. You just hate the
Yeah.
self you are, and
It's just
you can't have like a social life anymore
all.
because you're restricted in every way,
yeah.
and you've restricted the other person too, and all that you can talk to is each other now.
Exactly.
And you have that spite for each other now. You
Yeah.
don't like have love. It's more like become a game of revenge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at that
And
point you just
that's
cut
it.
it off. You should, but
Yeah.
the other person won't let you cut it off. I'll go die. I'll kill myself.
Yeah.
I won't eat food. Like, the fuck it cares. Like, doesn't matter. But at that point, like, how dare you threaten me? I'm gonna threaten you,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah,
My God, I love Indian relationships. Super toxic. Yeah.
yeah. So I was kind of in that thing, right? So when we started dating,
Hmm.
I was that spidey. I'm like,
Yeah.
how dare you say you can't do this? Like, gotta do it. And then the
Yeah.
reverse psychology starts. Like, fine,
Yeah.
you're gonna do this,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Now it's more like a
Yeah.
what do you say? Um, it's literally like a partnership. Yeah. But there are some relationships which are more like a heavy. There's a heavy side,
yeah,
either or.
Mm-hmm.
it's gotta be balanced. Like,
Yeah.
equal, both sides give the
Yeah.
same amount. Then it's
Yeah.
smooth. You won't have fights.
Yeah,
You'll
but
be
with relationships
it.
back home, like in India, with people from the same culture, everything, there was always the weight, like, oh, you know, if the girl wanted to do this, you got to do it. You know, it's like that. So the weight of that relationship was always on the girl, the decision making.
No, it's the same other way around too.
No
It depends
way.
on the personality, right?
Yeah.
If it's
Okay.
a dominating personality,
Yeah.
then they'll take over
Yeah.
the whole relationship. If you're like not, then you'll be like subordinate and you scale
Yeah.
below.
And you're done. Correct.
Yeah, one of the person has to take the upper hand. Moreover, but then when you have like 50% both,
Yeah.
then sometimes you might not agree with something, and the other person will understand,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just interesting that way, like how dating a different culture, like,
Yeah.
is completely different and more like at
Yeah.
level.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
A little bit. Yeah.
I
Well,
think
that's
just
true.
Asians, like Asians as in like all of Asia, shouldn't date anywhere within, and all of like the West shouldn't date within,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Got it.
Like, then we
Yeah.
across, you know,
Yeah.
like becomes a little better.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier that way.
Like you're promoting cross culture relationships.
Yes.
Promoting
Yeah.
peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, like, you should know how to choose the person. You really don't want to choose assholes, because those are everywhere in every culture.
God.
Yeah.
Nice.
You'll
okay.
find those kind of people, even in brown, black, white, whatever. You'll find them everywhere who'll text you on social media. Oh, like, yeah, I really like you. Have a conversation with them for a week, and they're like, you feel like, oh, yeah, this guy's really nice.
Hmm.
I want to go out on a date with this
Yeah.
person, like, have a quality time and see where it goes.
Yeah.
And on the 7th day, this guy sends you, "I'm coming to town. I've booked a room." Like those kind of people are everywhere, right?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I know
Assholes
this
are
guy.
everywhere.
She's like, you know.
No, not like exactly the very example. I'm just saying as in like asshole guys who just wants to like talk to somebody to just have like sleep, have a one night stand, and just like bye bye whatever. Like not be into it for the reason of a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I'm just fascinated by like how much work you can put in to just get laid for one night.
Yeah. People put a lot of work.
Yeah,
into it.
people like go months and months talking to somebody just get that one night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then again, you got to figure too, like they're not just talking to you.
They're talking to multiple for sure.
He's
Yeah.
in another city right now as he's
Yeah.
talking to you about
Yeah.
coming to the city. Like,
At that point, you can become the
Oh, here's a
Tinder
question.
swindler, you know.
So,
yeah.
now this is like a interesting question.
Hmm.
This also might get flagged, but does the guy in a girl-guy relationship, being very specific, does the guy tend to change more or the girl tends to change more? Does it depend on the dominant person?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would
Hmm.
say so.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the dominants ever change.
Hmm. That's true. That is true.
Because, of course, right, they're not going to.
Yeah.
The subordinate can't really say
Yeah.
anything or make a point.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But the subordinates can get away with, like, love flattery for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't do this much for me? I do
Oh.
all this for you.
See, this is so this is another form of tantrums, like
Mm.
throwing like these random tantrums to get stuff done.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that is like a pain. Oh my god. Ah,
That's when you know, just walk off.
yeah. But walking off is not the style.
I know. The weirdest one, like these are still
Well,
normal people relationship, okay? I understand that.
Yeah.
The crazy one is freaking nibba nibbi relationships.
Explain.
Okay, so this is like an Indian term, okay? Nibba nibbi. These are nothing but crazy into the relationship, swim the ocean across the across the planet, like swim all the 7 oceans, jump off a freaking mountain, kind of love you relationship.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Like waiting for the get to the point.
There's no getting to the point in these freaking relationships either.